Check. Music cued? Check. Presenters ready? Well, 2 out of 3's not bad. This is TigerTails Radio.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, and everyone in between, and welcome to another delightful, delectable, and otherwise entertaining episode of TigerTails Radio. I am TK Tiger, and this is TigerTails Radio Season 15, Episode 23, he says, looking at the myriad of screens he has around him with all the knowledge and useful information on it. Because, you know, useful knowledge, because I can never remember what show we're on, but we're nearly halfway through the season. It's kind of weird when you think about it. Halfway through season 15, and we still got our birthday to come back in July. We still got all the other shows, so we should be finishing kind of November time-ish, you know, given the show lasts for about a year, and it was about November time when we started, so all is good. But, as normal, I am not alone in this quest of madness for the next 90 minutes. For, also here to entertain your ears, is Charleston.
Hello, scratching my nose.
Yes, worst timing ever. And we also have a welcome return to the Hedgington.
Hey.
Hello, Hedgie. How is that?
Hello. I'm a lot better than I was. I'm not perfectly back at full health yet, but hopefully, with a combination of the last of my antibiotics and some cough medicine, I'll be back to my full self.
Nice.
Here's hoping.
Fingers crossed. Fingers crossed. There is no Xavier tonight because Xavier is off being the ill himself. So he has bowed out at tonight's episode. Maybe we'll see him in the games. Who knows? But he is not going to be here tonight. But we are back for another episode. And maybe an Echo will show up. Perhaps. Potentially. Maybe not. We have in the chat, we have Jennifer Batgirl. We have the Jiri. We have the Southpaw. And Jennifer's asking, which antibiotics are you on, Hedge?
They are amoxicillin.
Amoxicillin. Okay.
Amoxicillin, yes. Which I believe is a derivative of penicillin.
Yeah.
So,
is Echo in the Discord? Not Discord, in the Telegram chat.
in the YouTube chat.
No, is he in Telegram?
Ooh.
Are you on tonight? Because your audience is demanding you. As the jury's going, where's our Echo? We need an Echo.
I love the way you're doing the movie typing, where because you can't see what they're typing, the person's already going, really wish I could meet you on the Tuesday. Maybe you could call me back. Yeah.
Out Hedge. Now try doing that again where people can actually see you.
So, really like to meet you on the Tuesday. Maybe you could call me back. Movie and typing where they always have to basically say it because, you know, you can't do it. It's like, I love that kind of thing. Then, of course, they decided to just basically just put it on the screen and just have the tacky tacks and everything.
Yeah,
so,
tippity.
pretty much, yeah. It was like, hey, wouldn't it be easier if we just like showed the screen? It's like,
yeah, because
we'd
have to mock up an instant messenger program because, you know, we're not going to pay for the license to use any of the official ones.
Oh,
it's
yeah.
all just going to be a faff.
It's like, use the internet search. Internet search.
Yes. That doesn't look anything like Google, honest.
Indeed, yeah.
It's like Google with a dodgy JPEG attached over the top of the Google logo. It's like totally not Google trademark, honest.
Yeah, they've got like Boogle or like Searchy Search and all that kind of thing, yeah.
Net Search.
Net Search, yeah.
Love it. Yes, but as we say, this is Season 15, Episode 23. The Return of the Hedge. There's our subtitle for the Dice Show.
Yeah.
I have a new Chromebook, thanks to Echo.
Hey,
another new Chromebook, one. Yes. Although this one is destined to go to Father's.
Okay.
But he's currently in hospital.
Again?
Yeah, again. Yeah, he returned to the hospital. And so this sounds like a good actually spot to do a jingle for...
This is TigerTails Radio. And now let's catch up with the cast. This is Review of the Week.
The Review of the Week time. So yes, as you know from what I've just said, Father's back in hospital. So I've been having to go visit him, and he was trying to get email on his phone unsuccessfully. So in the end, I just went onto the Play Store and just downloaded the correct app for him. So now he can get his email with the touch of a button. because
Hey.
he doesn't use Gmail like a normal person. He uses the email account provided by his ISP.
Oh God.
Yeah, not a good plan.
Wow.
Because if you
I can't remember I think the last time I did that was when I had FreeServe.
Likewise, and
I
that's
think it
when I
was the
learned
last
that
time I did that. Yeah.
when you use that email address that's provided by your ISP, when you eventually leave that ISP, you lose that email address. So
Yep,
consequently,
you lose everything.
it's a really stupid idea. Trademark.
Mhm.
So what you have is you buy your own domain name, because then at least you can always re-forward any emails that are going to come in to a new email box if you lose access to your current email box.
Mhm.
Very easy, much better.
I remember back in the day when people were always saying, "Oh, whenever you sort of like apply to jobs and everything, don't use a generic Gmail address. It looks terrible. Actually, buy your own thing." Now people go, "Hey, you know, everybody uses Gmail now. Don't worry about having a Gmail address."
Or Hotmail, or yeah.
Yeah, but just make sure it's a good one. Make sure it's like peter.jones@gmail.com rather than
I'll behave.
hotbloke25@gmail.com.
Yeah, imagine how fun it is for us furries. You know,
Yeah.
yes, I'm going to apply for a job. tk.tiger at, yes, about that.
That's why I've got two. I've got my oldest one, which is superhedgy@gmail.com. And then I've got hedge.hayden@gmail.com, which is my official one where I do all my proper, like, businessy stuff.
There you go. Now you know his email address. You can go and spam him.
Yeah, you can. Yeah.
See, he loves it. Go send him lots of messages. Say, get well soon, Hedgie, because he's ill. Yeah.
I'm a lot better than I was before, I'll tell you that.
Well, you're well enough to be on the show at least, so.
Yes, yes.
Yeah. Your Discord thing saying, bringing sexy back. It's like, come on.
Yeah.
Bring the sexy back. Come on.
I'm trying to, yes.
Get better.
Yeah.
Bring the sexy.
Yeah.
So Jerry says, wow, ISP email, your dad is old school. No, my dad is old.
Yes.
Just old.
Oh, hello.
There is no
Hello,
school.
what's this?
Oh, hello.
Something's arriving.
Something wicked this way comes.
It's a squirrel.
There's a voice.
Yeah.
There is.
There's no picture
there
yet.
will be video in a moment.
Yeah.
Although weirdly, it's kind of going to be the side of my head. Can you actually hear me?
We
Yeah,
can.
just about, yep.
Just about, yes.
Oh, okay.
But while Echo's getting ready, why don't you continue with your week, TK?
Yes, the week hasn't been too bad. There's been lots of work. I had to work in the office on Monday, as you know from last week, which did not impress me. But now I do have a shiny USB hub from work, which works with the Chromebooks, which is amazing. So I can work on Pup All the Stations on many screens as opposed to just one tiny little Chromebook screen.
Yay!
Yeah, makes me happy having multiple screens. It's like, I worked out on the broadcast laptop, the one I run the show from. I've got it hooked up to a USB-C hub thing, which provides 3 other monitors. But there's also an HDMI slot in the laptop as well, which I never experimented with running the current setup. Because the 4th screen in my kind of monolith of 4 screens in front of me plus the laptop is dedicated for the video mixer. So I can kind of flick on the fly for the video mixing things when we needed to do that. So I thought, what happens if I just unplug the preview from the video mixer and plug it into the laptop? And the laptop went, yeah, cool. You have 5 screens now.
Wow.
Go have fun. I was like,
God damn.
5 screens. And
Who
yes,
needs that many screens?
me, I do. Me, hello, me.
Yeah.
Newsrooms.
Yes.
That's what
Yeah,
actually needs
yeah.
that many
Newsrooms.
screens.
Newsrooms, video editors, people who work on websites, people who have way too many projects going on. Yeah,
Yep.
me, basically, just me. But yeah, then Father was like, oh yeah, don't come over on Thursday, I'm back in hospital. It's like, great. So over the weekend, went up and seen him in hospital. He's like, hi, have things. Gave him the Chromebook that Echo gave me, and it's like, it's too heavy. I was like, fine, take it away. He's like, it looks good for the flat, but it's too heavy for the hospital.
Ah.
Whatever, fine.
Too heavy. I was trying to work out how that was a thing. As in, too heavy for him to hold. Or...
Yeah, pretty much.
Ah.
Yeah, so you need something a lot lighter, something like tablet weight, if anything.
Oh
So-
yeah.
I'm still pulling at Echo and going, can I have one?
Have you gone and seen him
TK's
recently?
Well, TK has seen the stock, haven't you, TK?
Yes.
Well, no, because I've been ill
Hold on.
and also Echo was ill. So
Yes.
we were ill at sort of off time. So it was
it's
kind
almost
of sort
like
of
they gave it to
was
each other. That's how rumours
It's
get started.
impossible. It's impossible. We haven't seen each other for ages.
That's
Oh,
what
it
they
has been
say.
a while, actually, hasn't it? In fact, since the weather was nice. I think probably what, the summer party?
Probably, yeah,
When-
yeah.
When I came round with Sam and Jev.
Yes, yeah,
Probably
And
was
then
the
you got
last time.
horribly wasted on cocktails.
yes,
Yes.
yeah.
Oh, since you've not seen each other for a while, this is Echo, and this
Yeah.
is Hedgie. There you
Hello.
go. Now you've seen each other for a while.
Yay.
Yeah. But we know who each other are.
Yes,
We're
I
not
know.
that old yet.
Oh, we wait. You wait, Mr. Echo. You wait.
I mean, I know.
Oh, we have a Corn Husky and a Cosmic in channel as well now. Hello, everyone.
Yay.
Yay.
Hello.
I haven't yet decided on today's Jackbox game, so if you want to throw suggestions up in the comments, feel free. Oh, that reminds me, comments. For some reason, Streamlabs will just constantly, hang on, just me, just boot the comments off the screen. It's like I have to keep remembering to turn them back on. And it's like, could you stop doing that? It's very annoying.
Yeah.
And
Yeah, I bet.
oh, hello, I'm watching at the moment and feeling my god.
That's
with
right.
delicious
It
bowels.
was me.
Oh, okay.
It was me.
Why are you filling your god with delicious bow buns? That's the question.
Oh, it meant to be my gob.
Oh,
Ah.
god, I
Delicious
see.
Bao Bun. I mean, maybe the delicious bao buns are my god. I don't know.
Well,
I mean, they are pretty good.
That's certainly mine. Because for lunch, it's like, what should I have for lunch today? I'm working from home. What shall I have for lunch? I know. I'll get out my bamboo steamers and I will cook myself 8 bao buns. That will be a tasty
8?
treat. Yes.
Crikey.
They
I
went.
had 4.
They went pretty bloody quickly. I tell you, they were gone.
Yeah, I
So
must
is,
admit, my 4 didn't last very long.
No,
Is that your week done then?
pretty much. Yeah, it's just been a mix of working on projects bit by bit, going to the hospital, not playing as many video games as I'd like. I've really dropped off Fall Guys recently. I've been playing it a little bit here and there. They've broken Fall Guys in certain ways, which I'm not happy about, and so I just can't summon the energy to play it every night like I could when it was working fine. But it's all good. So, who wants to go next for the week?
Well, I've got quite a few weeks to catch up on.
I guess you'd better go next then.
Okay. So, yes, as if you've been here for a while, you notice I haven't been around for about 3 or 4 weeks.
Yeah,
so,
we've missed you. Where have you been?
Yeah. So, it was on the... I went on a Saturday on the... I think it was the 20... Probably around the 28th of March. I went to an awards dinner for the business that I work for in Salisbury. And I felt a little strange there. Came back on the Sunday and went, oh, God, where did this blasted cough and flu-like symptom come from? Rather
Crud.
nasty. So, so Monday and Tuesday I was off and called in sick to work on the Wednesday and had a couple of other days off and thought, well, I can't miss any more work because we're now in half term. So I went, cough medicine, tons of this stuff. Still had this blasted hacking cough there. It got to the point where I couldn't even record chapters for this audiobook because my voice basically sounded like it had been through a cheese grater.
Oh.
So I was like, oh, God. And I was getting that type of coughing where it actually makes you actually get breathless.
Yep.
Which is like, oh, God. It's like, oh, my God, I can't breathe. So trying to sleep was hard because every time it was just like, ugh. So I was like, this is not a regular cough. This is something else. So I got a telephone consultation for my doctor. And she went, okay, give me all the symptoms and everything, and went through with everything. So when she went, okay, we'll send you some antibiotics. Hopefully that'll clear it up. If it doesn't, then we'll have to give you a chest X-ray or something. But I thought maybe it's just a thing like dust allergy or something. So I went through the place, cleaned the flat up and everything, and thought, okay, I haven't hoovered under this couch that I sit on for a while. Pulled out my old futon mattress that I kept there, opened it up and realised it was rotting. So, yes, it was actually moldy. It was like, oh my God, that's bad.
Yeah,
so I immediately threw that out, cleaned under there and everything, got it done. Still haven't been cleaning and everything. And it was like, okay, really need to sort this out. So that's where these little beauties have come in. I've got one left. So hopefully the last one will be the nail in the coffin and kill it. But if not, I might have to go back to the doctors again. But otherwise, I'll just try and flush it out with cough medicine. So my voice still has a bit of a rasp to it, but it's slowly improving. It's a lot better than it was.
Yeah.
Yeah.
As I have a quick chat on the show, will help warm it up again.
Yes. Yeah. But my God, but at least I've been able to sleep now. So, thank God.
Yeah, sleep is nice when you can get it.
Getting
so
I've been running on what I've basically called faux sleep, which is basically where you just lie there with your eyes shut and just go, God, I just hope I get some kind of rest or something. And
Yep.
so,
I know that all too well.
oh God, yeah.
I mean, I had a flu and a chest infection, promptly followed by another real nasty, horrid cold, and that was just a horrid cold. But yeah, when I had the chest infection, I didn't sleep a huge amount, and I mean that was mostly just from being run down from work, I think. So yeah, I think it was up to like the bank holiday weekend, like 4 weeks before that. Like there were several weekends where I just didn't get out of bed all day, literally just laid in bed and either rested and watched TV or slept, because I was just drained. So at least I'm over all of it now.
Yeah.
I suppose that saunters nicely into me doing the review of my, probably even more weeks than Hedge can expect.
Yeah, because you've been away for quite some time as well. It's funny, we lose Xavier and gain everybody else.
Yay!
yeah. But yeah, what have I been up to? Well, lots of being ill for like nearly a month, so that's quite a large chunk of the time. Because I think it must have been around about a month ago or so. I suppose I was probably on the show last, I guess.
It's going to be a few weeks, yeah.
Yeah. So that accounts for like 4 weeks of that time was just being ill and to the point of just not sleeping, eating properly or anything. And I, like Hedgie, decided that I'm sort of starting to feel a bit better. I was like, probably ought to do a spring clean because it's spring and all. And so I have weekend before last and last weekend. So the weekend before last on the Sunday, obviously I saw DK at Paws on the Saturday.
You wouldn't.
And
I said you didn't because I didn't go, but
oh no, I didn't, did I?
No,
I forgot you didn't go. Did you?
Yeah.
I always just assume you do, and then I forgot about the fact you weren't actually there.
Yeah, no, this one I had to miss out on.
Yeah. But yeah, so I was at Paws. Then on the Sunday, I decided that I would blitz the lounge. So I pulled all of the furniture out and cleaned and dusted and hoovered and washed all the skirting boards down and all that kind of fun stuff. And that's basically exactly what I did this weekend just gone as well, was to blitz my bedroom, pull all the furniture out, clean all round, hoover all round all the bits of the room I don't normally clean and hoover, and then organise and sort stuff. And that's basically been my last couple of weekends.
Look at us being all adult and shit and doing housework and things.
I think it's more when you start like feeling like absolute death. You're like, maybe there's a reason for this.
Yes.
Maybe it is neglect.
Maybe there's an environmental factor going on that I should probably address.
Yeah, exactly that. And even if not, it still makes you feel like you've done something that might improve the situation, even if it isn't the actual cause.
Yep. I mean, I'm not going to show this to the wider audience, but you guys in the chat, if I move my camera slightly, you can see the chaos I've got going on.
Whoa!
Oh, wow.
Yeah. I've been going through my stuff as well, and I've managed to break down 3 crates so far.
This is what happens when you're that kind of person that just goes, I'll just keep everything, and just,
Yep, I've got so much stuff
I
for the
don't
shredder.
know. I think when we did the last move, I enforced a fair degree of sorting because we literally went through every one of the majority of your crates. So anything that hadn't already gone up there, didn't we?
Yeah, pretty much.
I basically said, I'm not carrying this up 3 flights of stairs. We need to go through all of this and then rationalise it and sort it and organise it. And then I'll help carry it up the stairs.
Yeah. And the more we can rationalise further, the less they'll have to carrying back down again when I eventually move out again.
Yeah, that's it.
When it came to getting rid of my stuff when I was moving into to this place, the rationale that I used was the 3-second test, which is you pick something up, and if you can put it back down within 3 seconds, then you don't need it. If you pick it up and you hold it for more than 3 seconds, it's like, okay, this means something to me. That's basically the way that works.
Yeah,
So
I think
you
it's that
basically have all your stuff.
That doesn't really work when you have a stock room, though.
Oh yeah, when it's if it's obviously when you're kind of sort of at and you've got all your supplies and everything. But when it's like, okay, what can I throw out, and just going through stuff, and if you go, oh,
yeah,
you pause, then you go, okay, that's obviously. But otherwise, so the jump here and everything. It's when you get people that like they have like these entire buildings full of stuff, and why do you have this sort of cardboard cover for an old sort of mobile phone case? Well, it might come in handy one day. How?
Yeah.
You have absolutely no idea. I mean, if I... Ow! I'm getting caught up in my headphone cable. Ow, 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 ow. Where is this cable even going? Gone.
Oh, there you go. That's the problem with having all these things.
No, it's my headphone cable. It's the thing I'm wearing on my head to broadcast the show into your ears.
Yeah, that absolutely is a requirement for running the show.
It's
because
quite
otherwise,
essential, yes.
Yeah, you can't hear or he can't hear us.
Yeah,
which is a
true. That's very true.
Definite deficit when it comes to running a radio show.
It makes interaction rather trickier.
For the viewers that can't see him, all you can see is his butt basically right now. He's just bent over. He's basically just doing things.
Yeah, because while going through the crates. Sorry, Justin, we will get to your week eventually.
It's all good.
And then.
Oh, hang on. Do you want it on display or not?
Yeah, go on then.
Okay.
Let's see. Yeah. So, I mean, as you can see from the shelves behind me up here, and over here, and there are then lots more shelves down underneath these drawers, that are absolutely solid with stuff. But that's just the beginning of my stock.
Oh.
I just have a stash of everything. But it's great because at work people are like, oh yeah, I really need a 8-port network switch. I'll ask Lee, see if he's got one. And so they then subsequently go, yeah, have you got one of these? And I'm like, yeah, one moment, I'll bring it in tomorrow.
I'll bring it out the stash.
Yeah, I mean, it's like the other day, my boss was like, oh, well, I'm trying to sort out internet at my holiday home in Costa Rica. And he was like, oh, so I've been speaking to this guy locally who can do it for like $300 or something, for like local WiMAX or whatever it is, the kind of like local Wi-Fi service. Or he was like, yeah, he said, but I was looking at maybe just getting a pay-as-you-go local SIM, and just getting just using hotspot on the phone. I was like, well, actually, I have something that will solve that. Give me a couple of days, I'll bring one in. And today I turned up at work with the wireless router that takes a 4G SIM card.
Wow.
So.
Whereas going through the crates today, today actually, just before the show started, I came across this.
A Eurofurence bag.
A Eurofurence plastic bag, yeah.
Okay.
Wow.
Non-recyclable. I thought, wow, I went to Eurofurence in 2001. This is some old-ass plastic.
And what are you going to do with it?
Probably keep it in the archives, because it's a nice memento of my time in Germany. Yeah, and Hedgie's like, why? And it's like, held it for 3 seconds.
But the thing is, though, is that I'm pretty sure up here, when I find it, it might take me a moment.
Rubbish. Look at that. Look at Hedgie's disapproving face.
Huh?
Hedgie's not approving of the Eurofurence bag.
God.
No?
No.
I mean, if there was something in it, I would understand it. Cause if it's just a bag, it's like, yeah.
Well, bags are always useful, but it's nice to have
bags that are useful. For example, when I went to Eurofurence in Germany, I picked up a very strong, well-made carrier bag from a German supermarket, which was a combination of canvas and plastic. So it's this kind of reusable thing. And I kept that because, that's pretty good for carrying things in because it's big and heavy. But just a regular kind of bag is like...
Well, not many of them are going to survive, so it's going to be like a little piece of archive history in the end.
Well,
give it back to Eurofriends. They can put it in the Eurofriends museum or something.
You're not going to go. You're never going to leave this country again.
Oh, no, I just posted to him.
Oh, God. I mean, when was it?
Yes, and as Cosmic says, it's a souvenir, not a bag.
Yeah, but
You've had a passport in your life. You haven't even renewed it, have you?
No.
You've had a passport.
That was a passport I used to get to Eurofriends with in the first place.
Yeah.
But then having said that, though, I mean, I've got stuff like this.
A door hanger.
What does it say?
ScotiaCon, good
ScotiaCon.
or planning in progress, please don't disturb.
Oh, yes, one of
Your
those.
entry sign from ScotiaCon when I went in 2022, I think this was.
Nice.
That's what says Eurofriends probably still have loads of those packs left.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, but from
not quite the same
2001?
vintage.
Does he even have a date on it?
I doubt it.
There you go, then.
They'll have to carbon age the plastic.
Actually, carbon dating can only be used up to 1950. After that time, the amount of nuclear radiation in the air actually removes all possibility of carbon dating. As such, anything after that date has to be simply stated as present day.
Right, we should probably get on to Charleston's week.
We should indeed, yes. He's got 30 seconds.
As the jury says in the channel, Charleston, your review of the week has to compete with a 23-year-old plastic bag. Go!
Oh, I shall try. I mean, most of the week wasn't that interesting, but my partner and I did go to a Swansea comic convention yesterday.
Ooh,
cool.
Yeah. So we've been planning this for months. Well, I say we've been planning this for months. He's been doing most of the planning, and I've tagged along. But yeah, we went, and I wanted to go dressed in my Star Wars pajamas, because I thought that was cute and I already had them. I didn't have to buy them. But Ben insisted that no, I had to go in a proper costume. I was like, well, I'll just be a Star Wars fan. I'll bring a Rubik's Cube with me, pretend I'm in the 80s. But
that would only work if they are flannel pajamas with built-in footies. Then it would count.
Oh well, can't have it always. But yeah, so we both went dressed as Jedi instead. I once had my hair tied back and all pulled back so I could look like Qui-Gon Jinn. And proof of that, ended up getting a free caricature of myself.
Oh, my word.
That's pretty cool.
Yeah. I was doing it completely for free. I mean, I bought something else from him.
Yeah.
But he was doing the caricature whilst I was paying.
Nice.
So, yeah.
Cool.
So
did you have a lightsaber? Did you have a lightsaber?
I did. I actually have it right here.
Ooh.
This one.
Ooh.
Oh, it even makes a little noise.
Cool. Is it the ones that are actually designed for combat?
No.
Well, a couple of people did have lightsaber fights with us. This was very, very flimsy.
Ah, so it's not one designed for combat, no.
But it changes colour when you hit it.
Oh, nice.
Oh, yeah, okay, yeah.
And also, it's got disco mode.
Disco lightsaber.
So if you can't defeat them with the fighting, you can just epilepsy them to death.
You can just challenge Darth Vader, I challenge you to a dance battle.
Well, let's get the Connect out and do it with that instead.
Oh.
Oh, Southport put a picture in the channel. From on the subject of Eurofriends 7, 2001. It's a sign that was up saying, "Do not fursuit in the woods at night. It's hunting season. This is no joke. Stay on the marked hiking paths."
Indeed.
Yes.
Remember, if you've seen the furry episode of CSI, you know what happens.
Yes. Anyway, Charles, back to your week, sorry.
So we went with a couple of friends. We got our photos done. I don't have the photo on me, but we all did like force posing. We decided to put the lightsabers on one side because we didn't know if they picked up on the green screen. Bought a whole lot of pointless stuff. And took a lot of photos of other people in costumes. Like, someone was dressed as Snape, someone was dressed as a video game character I forget the name of. There was no face there. All went for a Chinese meal as well, which was lovely. and I'm not used to Chinese food, so I was perusing the entire menu trying to study everything. What was it that I had? It was griddled calamari I had.
Ooh.
Lovely.
Interesting.
Yeah. After we were done with the convention, my partner and I just wandered around, went into a games, what do you call it? Like a penny arcade.
Yep.
And I usually tell whether, but for just once, I actually did really well.
Nice.
I got the highest
Hey.
score on one of the games, which gave me 500 tickets,
Cool.
and I managed to get the 500 bonus on another game,
Cool.
which gave
Hey.
me 500 tickets. So I had 1,000 tickets from just spending £2.
And
Which
you
is
managed to
like-
get half of a pencil sharpener.
Yeah.
Well, I've got one of the. We got a bunch of prizes, mostly just sweets, but I did get this little cute piece of cheese here,
Hey.
and it's cute because if I squeeze it,
Ah.
little mousy character.
Hmm.
Pop.
So I got a little pop-up mouse here.
Nice.
Well, going back to your photograph where you said you did force posing. Force posing sounds like what happens when you've got a family with teenagers that just don't want to be there. It's like, come on, look happy.
Oh, I don't want to.
In the context of Jedi, you know what I'm talking about.
Yes. Yeah.
I was running the train down because quite a few of us dressed up, and the conductor saw us and was just like, "These are not the tickets you're looking for."
Oh, God. Oh.
Well, somehow it worked. We had
Yeah.
tickets anyhow. We didn't try and get on for free. But yeah, then Ben and I went to Nines, which I'm not sure if anyone is familiar with, but it's an all-you-can-eat buffet.
Nice.
Ooh.
We stuffed ourselves with a lot.
You
because it's
stuffed
all-you-can-eat.
yourself to the nines.
Ho ho.
Yes. Oh, first ever time having teppanyaki as well, which was nice.
Ooh.
Nom 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 nom.
Then we came home, and Ben pretty much conked out immediately because he was knackered.
Mhm.
That's fair.
Lovely. Then this morning I got a text from work saying, did I mind if I stayed on to do the late shift as well as the middle shift? I was like, well, I didn't really want to but it's extra money, so I'll do it.
Mhm.
Which meant saying I didn't have time to wash my hair tonight, and that's why I'm wearing these. Because I'm too embarrassed to show what my hair looks like without it being washed.
That's why I have headphones. It just sucks it all back. You don't see the mess.
Yeah. Indeed, that's correct. Yeah.
Your
And then
privilege is
just
that you don't have a fringe. I have a fringe to hide.
Yeah, I used to have a fringe many years
So
ago.
did I. Yes, I
Yeah,
did as well.
Likewise.
Once
like-
you get into the
Right.
40s, basically it just goes
So,
Well,
migrates this way.
As you can see-
mid-30s in my case.
yeah, hedgy. Hairline where the headphone sits.
Mhm.
Me.
Well, basically,
I
if
push my
I
headphones a bit further back, but yeah, basically hairline where the headphone sits.
if
Echo.
I take my headphones
Enough
off,
said.
if I take my headphones off, you'll just see my hair just go. It's like, watch this. If I take my headphones off, I mean, look at that.
Wow.
Look at this. I look like one of those Minbari from Babylon 5.
Oh, Hedgie, pull your head down again. Put your head down. Down. Like, look down. A bit further. Look at that bald spot.
Yeah, look down at your feet. That's it.
Yeah, they're always meeting.
Yeah.
Yeah,
It's like the back of your head is rushing up to meet the front of your head.
yeah, pretty much.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, to be honest, mine's just as bad. The other day when I had to get some CCTV footage off of our CCTV at work, and considering this is CCTV where the camera is mounted on the overhang of the roof, yeah, you could see the top of my head,
Yeah.
and yeah, the top of my head was what you saw and not hair.
Oh dear.
Yeah, it's definitely getting thin up there, that's for sure.
I have quite the opposite problem. I mean, if I take my headphones off and just... I have way too much hair. There is
Mhm.
way too much of it going on. I need to trim the winter coat.
Yeah.
The winter
I
coat
mean-
needs to come off.
Yeah, I mean, mine's going down my neck. Just
Mm.
my hair is migrating.
Yeah.
And Johnston,
Yeah, we're
Just
we're
has a
getting
hat.
into the Bill Bailey style where it just goes all the way back.
yes.
Yeah.
Just goes woo. Yes.
Did
No
you
offense
says
to
hair
any
in
guys.
review?
Yeah, no offense to you guys, but boldness is the one thing I don't want to happen. I will
Ah.
accept going grey. I will accept getting wrinkles. I will accept getting age spots. I will even lose a few teeth if I have to. I just don't want to go bald. That's the one aging thing that I don't want to happen to me appearance-wise.
Yeah,
What's
that's
wrong
what
with
I
going bald?
wanted. I wanted to go grey.
I don't want to
but
look like my dad.
Ah,
Oh. Well,
And
that's why.
unfortunately, he also had long, dark, greasy hair when he was my age. So
That's why I'm growing this ZZ Top beard, because
Is that so you can
basically
shave it off and then glue it to the top?
God
no,
no.
no,
No, this is the.
turned upside
I
down.
mean, if you've got no hair here and no hair here, you're basically a walking egg. So I just need something. So yeah, that's why I want to see how long the ZZ Top beard will get. So yeah.
Lovely. Well, we're now running late for Quiplash, everyone. So
Yeah, we are.
Yeah, that's basically my week done. Just cosplay as Jedi and cute bouncy toy and greasy hair.
Yay!
now we'll leave it to the audience to decide whether or not that beats a 23-year-old plastic bag. In the meantime, we should probably. Oh, hello! I see a photo. Somewhere from EF7 in this photo is a TK Tiger, amongst others. Yes, there is a in that photo.
Yes. Yeah.
The Eurofluence 7, the Eurofluence 7, which was in 2001, group photo. Proof that I was indeed in Germany at that time.
Mm-hmm.
Are you there on the right-hand side?
There on the right. If it's a photo, no, I'm not.
No, I know. I've seen where you were. I see where you are. You are in the middle on the left in a white t-shirt, just above a guy with a beard in a black t-shirt.
Yep, I'm on the very far
Yep.
left.
There you are.
That's you?
Yeah, that's him.
I'm the young-looking thing with kind of shortish hair and a bit of a forehead.
Yep. Yep.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. I will not
That's
expect
when-
you to...
No, we're also all old. Is the fact that
Yeah.
we're all sat so far forward looking at this photo.
That's when EF was held at castles rather than hotels.
Yeah.
There we go. I'm in. Right.
Yeah.
There's a lot of white t-shirts, said the jury. If I had a way to get the photo on stream, I'd wave my mouse at it, but I don't, so I can't. Basically.
Post it on Twitter/X and Blue Sky afterwards so everyone can see.
I'm not putting my real fucking face on that. Ew. Yeah, pretty much right at the kind of, middle-ish, I'd say. But yeah, on the very far left. And is that someone's hand on my shoulder? Is that Orin?
Yes.
Might be.
I think it's Anthropoppy because he's
No,
standing
Anthropoppy's
next to
me. Oh, yeah,
Yeah.
it could be. Yeah, he could be leaning and doing the hand.
Because remember, you can put your hand behind someone and put
That
it
is-
on their shoulder.
That is
So,
very
yeah.
true.
Yep.
Where's Tiger rather than Where's
Find
Wally?
Anthropoppy
I think you'll
now.
find it's still Where's Wally. But let us move on.
You're listening to TigerTails Radio, giving Cards Against Humanity a run for its money. It's time for Quiplash.
It's Jackbox time, where Schmitty will read us the room code.
The room code is XIHP.
XIHP. We have a Jerry, we have the Cosmic, we have a Corn Husky, we have a Jennifer Bat, we have a Snow's Destiny, we have a Southington, and we have a me.
Ooh.
And we have one hole remaining.
Da, da, da.
Who wants to fill the hole?
You will be rude enough to take it before everyone else.
Echo will.
Hey.
Answers that question.
Yep.
Right, everyone, join the audience if you've not been able to pick a slot. Wait for people to finish selecting their character. I'm going to bring the volume down. It's actually a bit loud. There we go. Right, we all satisfied and happy?
Yep.
Let's start the game. That filled up really bloody quickly. I was not ready for that.
It's Quiplash 3, The Secret of Skull Mountain. I'm Schmitty, and I'll take the shaking of your fists as a sign that you want to start the game. And remember, you still get to vote if you're in the audience. Type in that room code to join. And now, round one. 2 prompts will show up on your device. Answer them however the mood strikes. You'll go head-to-head against someone else's clever answer, and everybody else will decide which one they like better. Points are awarded based on the percentage of people who went for your answer, so make them count.
And that's the time where we all go really quiet, except for those two who are in the audience and can actually talk
Well-
during this bit.
Indeed, that's one of me because I decided that I'd step out for a bit. So yes,
And I'm the
Anybody?
audience too. So, yay.
Quiplash 2, they used to have an audience participation round where they just asked you funny little quips and you could put things in there and people would laugh at them. And then they realised that that meant that people that were playing were more fun reading those and actually filling out the questions. So yes, I think they're up to like Jackbox Party Pack 9 now, aren't they? Or is it 10?
It's 10 now.
10, yeah.
Yep.
Good grief. Wow. Amazing. But yes, I remember TK was saying, we haven't got Jackbox going, we'll ask the audience what they want to play. And he didn't, he just chose it. But never mind. We'll give people a choice that they can't pick. It's like, oh, alright, never mind.
Well,
Okay.
I didn't see any replies.
Oh, I see.
Have there been any?
never mind. I don't know. I've been paying
You're running
attention.
Out of time. Don't be afraid to use a
It's
safety.
not me that is able to choose it. So, oh, we've got 2 left. We've got TK and Cosmic. Oh,
I'm in. 3, 2, 1. Cosmic's in.
oh,
Just
God.
in the
Let's
nick of
do
time.
Woo.
Let's break the ice with a scrapbook nobody wants to see would be devoted to blank.
So, a scrapbook that nobody wants to see would be devoted to grocery store receipts
Okay.
or
pick
McDonald's
one.
dumpsters. Everything's a fetish for someone.
God.
And it's tie. And it's broken by the
Whoa.
audience. Grocery store receipts wins it. The jury beats Corn Husky.
And next,
Echo.
a website just for grandpas. www.blank.com. Okay, choose your favorite.
So a website just for grandpas, www.weathersoriginal.com or www.old-timer.com.
See, I was gypped. My grandfather
Were
died.
you?
Yeah, he died before he could give me any Weathers Originals.
Oh,
Weathers Originals currently in the lead. The Jones were
Oh.
split. Weathers Original wins it.
And here we have an
Justin.
appropriate pickup line for church.
So what is an
Here's the fun
appropriate
part.
pickup line
Pick
for
your
church?
favorite quip.
Can it interest you in some sacramental wine? Or I love to nail it on against a cross?
woo. I think that was supposed to be you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm going to vote for the one that's actually quite sweet. Rather than straight into, I want to do things with you.
Yeah.
It's a tie. The audience is split. It's still a tie.
It's still a tie.
It's 50-50.
Let's
Wow.
see the next one. Name of an award show that celebrates the most mediocre movies of the year.
Edgy, it's yours. As the jury says, super split.
And now
Name
it's
of an
time to
award
vote for
show
your
that
favorite.
celebrates the most mediocre movies of the year. The James Corden Awards or the Decents. I would have put the Razzies, but that's just me.
Well, they already exist.
Yeah.
And they're for the bad movies, not for mediocre movies.
Wow.
And the Decents is going to win it.
Oh.
We're the safety
I
group. So no
I
points.
definitely went for the James
Without
Corden
further
Awards.
ado,
That's
Yeah.
pretty good.
What toddlers would buy if they had mad
Ooh.
cash?
So, what would toddlers buy if they had mad cash? They'd have
Okay,
diamond-studded
everybody,
pull-ups,
pick your favorite
ouch,
whip.
or a better crib.
Oh, I like the wordplay.
Cosmic says I'd have put the Oscars.
Oh.
And it's a tie.
Another tie.
Yeah.
Yeah, because you can't win Oscars
All
if
right,
you do
check
comedy
this out.
movies. Can't win
Jerry says
comedy
sometimes
and
to be on the
Oscar
outside.
Known to man.
comedy.
So, Echo, it's yours.
Now it gets real. Pick your
So the
favorite.
simplest pleasure known to man. Seated under a shaded tree with a drink or bow buns.
Both. I want
Interesting.
the drink and the bao buns under the shaded tree.
Yeah.
Well, aren't you, Mr. Greedy?
Yes! Yes, I am. What you gonna do about it?
Of course, the true correct answer is a warm toilet seat.
Yes, that is very freshly.
Next one up. It isn't called sex in honest relationships. It's called making blank.
Jolston.
The sex ones.
Yes.
All right.
All right.
It isn't
choose your
called
favorite.
sex in honest relationships. It's called making a lot of noise to annoy the neighbours, or it's called making good use of our time.
They're both good.
They are both good.
Yeah, if I could vote for two, I'd vote for both, but I gotta pick one.
Oh, good use of the time is in the lead and wins it.
Sorry, Southington.
Okay, what's next? What the coolest grandparent slips into a birthday card?
Hedgie, this one's yours.
Okay. What the coolest grandparent
pick the one
slips
you
into a
like
birthday
best.
card? Keys to the old truck or bubble gum?
Depends on what the kid is.
Yes.
Surely. Condoms.
Yeah.
Nah, damn, I didn't get voted tonight. I was deciding.
Oh, Jennifer Bass.
Oh
looking
my
good for
God.
Quiplash. It's a super quiplash for Jennifer Bass.
Wow.
Oh, and I would have gone for the
God.
bubble gum.
Imagine if it was condoms and here you go, Sonny.
That's a
These
wrap
were
on
mine.
round one. Let's see those scores.
Kaboom,
Ew.
says Cornhusker. Wow, that's going to done stuff to the scores.
Yeah. It's changed them.
Jennifer Bass in the lead. Jerry second, me third, then it faded out. Round two.
I hope you shook off the nerves because it gets real in round two. The prompts are more demanding, so I've doubled the points.
Here's where it could all change. Round one is the warm-up. Round two is the actual game. That's to create fake tension, so it's not just a simple one-off. Yeah. Remember? It's like with game shows, we'd go, okay, John and Peter both have £1,000 in round one. Janine has 0, but in round two she could get 3,000 points and win the game. This is to make sure that you don't turn off halfway through. Ah, game shows. Remember when they used to be fun? I remember morning TV game shows, those really cheap ones they had, like chain letters. There's a 90s one for you. Going for gold. Good God. Going for
was
gold.
Great.
Going for gold had the longest questions ever written. It's like, we need 15 paragraphs for this question. It's like, yeah. It's like, my
Almost out
God.
of time. Don't forget your safety quips.
I swear you probably had to write an essay to apply for that show.
The jury, Jennifer Bass. Quick, get answers in.
Yes, hurry. 5 seconds.
Less than that. Everyone's in. Just.
Hey.
It's go time.
It's go time.
Go.
First, but not necessarily best, is what Santa's elves do when the old man is sleeping.
So, what Santa's elves do when the old man is sleeping, they take joyride in the sled,
make someone
or they do
happy.
old school rave at the pole.
I wish my friend Lionel was watching because he's a professional Santa performer. I'd ask him.
Oh, really? Wow.
Yeah.
It's a seasonal job, isn't it?
Who didn't vote?
That'd be me.
Old school rave at the pole wins it.
Moving right along. A good sign you're slowly turning into a squirrel.
Go on then, Echo.
So, a good sign you're turning. You're slowly turning into a squirrel.
Decisions. Choose your
I'm easily
favorite.
distracted by nuts, or sniffing out nuts and climbing trees.
Well, that means I've been a squirrel for the last 20 years.
No, Hedge, you're just a homosexual. There is a difference.
Oh, actually bisexual. Thank you very much. Bisexual.
Yep, that's right. You pay for it. I forget.
Oh, Oh, it's another tie.
It is a tie.
And
The
next is
same answer.
the
Yeah.
title of the YouTube video with the most negative comments.
Charleston, this one is yours.
Oh dear. The
All right,
title
people,
of the
it's
YouTube
voting
video with the
time.
most negative comments. Justy Bobby thinks that sounds good to me, or Rule 6. He is a god. And I think I know who answered the first one.
Who's voted?
I was right.
I thought it'd be anything by the completionist.
Oh, semi-old YouTube drama.
Next we have the least helpful tip in Sun Tzu's The Art of War.
Go ahead, this one's yours.
The least helpful tip
All right,
in
vote
Sun
for the one you
Tzu's
like
The
best.
Art of War. Know where the enemy stores the hobnobs, or make love, not war.
No, make a good use of your time, not war.
Indeed, yes.
It's a tie, it's a tie.
Oh.
The audience has made it. Remember, the enemy stores the
yes.
hobnobs.
Yeah, yes. Remember, those OT biscuits,
Next
you
on the
need
docket,
them.
I
your
have fake
spouse is
hobnobs.
keeping a terrible secret. Their blank isn't real.
So, your spouse is keeping a terrible secret. Their
Now, pick your favorite.
20-year career, their entire 20-year career isn't real, or their middle finger isn't real.
That's why Alanis Morissette said she's always got one hand in her pocket.
Yeah. And the other one is being a dildo. And the entire 20-year career has won it.
Oh, yeah.
Very nearly a quiplash.
Yes. So close.
Let's keep it going. Family game night got deadly silent when Grandma suggested we play blank.
Echo, this one's yours.
All right, choose your favorite.
Family game night got deadly silent when Grandma suggested we play tarot cards or Murder She Wrote.
No one picked
Nobody
Naked
picked
Twister.
Monopoly.
Oh, nobody picked Ouija board.
Oh, Ouija board's fun.
No one picked Monopoly. Every time I play Monopoly with someone, they treat it like real money.
Yeah.
South wants Monopoly as well. I like Monopoly. I'll play Monopoly with people.
And now, sigh. Why is it impossible to find a good man these days?
Johnston, your turn.
Why is it impossible
All right,
to find a
people,
good
it's
man
voting
these days?
time.
Because nobody wants to work, or because they're all too busy working in it,
Oh,
Or is
the
it
opposite.
in IT?
The opposite.
or yeah.
Oh,
It
there
needs
we
to
go, yes.
stop. Yeah, if there was full stop / periods in there, that would have made it easy to read.
Yes. There is one little detail about that. Character limits are a thing.
Well, you could have taken away the word two.
Yeah.
Next, the most embarrassing place to witness someone screaming, "I want to speak to your manager."
Edgy, this one's yours.
The most embarrassing
time to
place
vote
to
for your
witness
favorite.
someone screaming, "I want to speak to the manager." The gents' toilets or the DIY store? I'd have put the annual meeting of women named Karen.
Could we just put them in like a big city, the Karenopolis?
Karenopolis.
Oh, dear.
Good lord. I think that's called Ohio, isn't it?
The gents' toilets wins.
Woohoo! Yay! Got some points.
Goodbye, round
Yeah.
2, and hello, score.
You couldn't have said that any less enthusiastically, has she?
Oh, Jennifer's still in the lead, but now I'm in second.
And I'm in.
Come inside and behold
Quite
Red
happy not
Flash,
bringing up the
a
red.
no-holds-barred quipaganza. I'll be sending each of you a prompt that needs
It's ironic
3
considered your
separate
sexuality.
responses. You got this.
I have no idea what you mean.
Yeah. It's Whiplash, where you now have to think about 3 answers as opposed to just 1 answer. It's like like how to make these very funny. Yes, it is. You can now get to experience what it's like to be Conan O'Brien. Also, if you're a fan of a YouTube channel called First We Feast, they do a series called Hot Ones. And the first episode where Sean Evans got upstaged was when they had Conan O'Brien on there. Which was, wow, impressive.
Is that the hot ones where they eat all the spicy wings covered in hot sauce?
Yes, spicy wings, yes.
The one that Matt Pat's never been on, much to his annoyance.
Yeah, yes, yeah. Maybe they'll get him now that he's actually got time.
Yeah, maybe. No, he's retired from his main channels.
Yes.
He's still hosting GT Live at
Would
least.
it be amusing if that was the reason he retired?
Yeah, just
so
so
he
he
could
could get
actually
the
get
hot
on the hot ones. That was the reason he did it.
Right, there's
That would
15
be
seconds
totally
left and 4 of you are still typing answers. I'll rephrase it. 3 of you still typing answers. You've got less than 5 seconds. No pressure. Just press enter.
Yes.
Quick.
Are you ready for magic?
Okay, well, let's see what happens.
Mm-hmm.
3 names a kid can call their grandpa other than grandpa.
So, 3 names a kid can call their grandpa other than grandpa is Old Fart, Old Geezer, and Old Pa. Or Gramps, Old
Here's
Fart,
the fun
or
part.
Hedgie.
Pick your favorite quip.
So, Old Fart seems a popular answer.
Yeah, always is. Also, I will never be a grandfather. I have made sure of that.
Yeah. He made himself
I can be
as
an uncle.
repugnant to females
and
as
that's
possible.
it. I can be an uncle, but that's it.
Yep. And it's a tie so far. The audience keeps it a tie.
Oh, it's split.
3,000 points apiece.
3 of Einstein's less impressive discoveries.
Okay, this one's yours.
3 of Einstein's less impressive discoveries:
Now it gets real.
waxing
Pick your
paper,
favorite.
waxing paper cups, fertilizing grass and changing car oil, or irrelativity, a photo battery effect, and Ethel Jones' number.
I thought the most important one would be creating the look for Doc Brown.
It's another tie. It's another tie. It's all gone
Oh!
to Cosmic with irrelativity and Ethel Jones' number.
3 ways to jazz up your boring old water.
Charleston.
I'm reading the answers here. 3 ways to jazz up your boring old water: glitter, more glitter,
Time
and
to
even
pick
more
the one you
glitter.
like best.
Or add some sprinkles, serve it cold, call it water classic.
That's actually quite genius.
This is the classic water. It's got that great taste, and here we have water new or new water.
No, it's water and original recipe water.
Oh,
Ah, well, of
oh
course.
yes.
And then here we have a bottle of Dasani.
Oh,
Oh.
The jury's won this one.
way, yeah.
Yep, with water classic, serve it cold, and add some sprinkles.
3 things that are better when they're
Spring.
fast.
Hedgie, this one is yours.
Okay. 3 things that are better when they're fast. Sonic the
Okay,
Hedgehog,
choose your favorite.
takeaway delivery times, phone calls with parents, cars, sex, music. Oof.
Two audience votes. Everyone's voted. It's a tie so
Ooh.
far.
Hi there.
And
Hey!
Sonic the Hedgehog, takeaway delivery times and phone calls with parents wins it. But was it enough?
And that is it. Well, except for this last part.
What are the scores on the doors? The jury comes out of nowhere to steal it. The jury, the moon with the crown of Peckham Springs, says Southpaw.
Oh, God.
And top answer of the game was the keys to the old truck.
Only Quiplash.
And the jury's like, Happy Moon.
It shouldn't have been a quick rush because I didn't get the vote in time. I'm in the audience and I would have voted for the bubble gum.
No mind. There's too much effect on the answers. But yes, that was our Quiplash. Wow, so...
Actually, Keys to the Old Truck sounds like a modern country song. I should write that.
Right, so we'll go back to the main camera, and we have a Hedgie on it.
My daddy once said to me, one thing I got you, son. Every time you're feeling sad, one thing will bring you luck. Come out here, step outside, I got this you to see. Look out here, what you see, the keys to the old truck. There we go.
I'll make you the music guy collaborate with him.
I couldn't give a flying truck. Anyway.
Was that a flying fire truck?
I could care about that. Okay, yeah, one exception to the rule. So, before we start with Done and Dusted, the jury says it would have been better if sung to the floss dance.
How do you lost a country?
Oh, somebody will probably do it.
Find the rhythm. You'll find a way. But
I'm
before
sure Donald Trump can manage it.
Indeed, before we go on to the next segment, which is Done and Dusted, where we set up the next Jackbox game, for the next Jackbox game, would people like some Drawful 2? Not Drawful 2, sorry, I tell a lie. T-Fury 2.
Oh, interesting.
Would you like to draw some T-shirt designs?
I thought that was TKO.
Yeah, TK2, sorry.
Ah.
Not T-Fury. I think T-Fury was
Could
a
be
website.
fun.
Yes,
Could be
TKO2.
fun, yes.
We played it a couple of weeks ago and it was quite good. So, the jury says I'm all out of good T-shirt ideas. How about just random pictures and slogans and let them build themselves? Or if you want to play something else, throw a shout out.
Isn't there another drawing one? There's not just TKO, there's another one, isn't there? Isn't there another drawing one?
Cosmic says you play what you enjoy. I enjoy most of the ones we pick because they work on stream quite nicely.
Yeah.
The jury says I can try to summon my randomness. Okay. But yeah, there's Drawful. I don't think did they ever make a Drawful 2?
I'm not sure.
That old one from last week was quite fun too. What did we play last week?
I wasn't around. I can't tell you.
No.
Old one from last week. Was it that one, or was it not?
There was Blatherround and...
No, I think it was Blatherround, actually.
Yeah.
People thought Blatherround was a new game they hadn't played before. I know, it's just one that we hadn't done in a while.
Yeah, because it's Blatherround. Yeah, Blatherround. Which is a good fun, but only supports 6 players as opposed to the standard 8. So on busy days, I try to avoid that one. But it's good for quiet days. The same with... oh, God. Oh, there's too many Jackbox games. God damn it.
Well, we've only got 25 minutes, so we want something that won't be too far, won't be too big.
What does 10 or more?
Bracketeering.
Bracketeering, Job.
Yeah.
I think they
Job takes ages, though.
It doesn't take that long. It depends how fast people can answer things. Guespionage. Yes, Guespionage. Also does
I haven't
that.
played that for a long time.
That's true.
Let's go for Guespionage.
The jury says Job is fun. I like Job. Okay, right. Well, while I set up the next game, I've heard lots of things for Guespionage, so we might run some Guespionage. Let us have a quick...
It's that time where the cast of TigerTails Radio reviews stuff badly. This is Done and Dusted.
Right, now I know Hedge had something for Done and Dusted. Charleston, do you also have something for Done and Dusted this week?
Nothing planned.
Cool.
I've got something to talk about if time allows, but it's not worth really talking about, so...
Okay, fair enough. In that case, Hedge, the Done and Dusted floor is yours.
Okay. So, while I was ill, I was going back through my audiobook collection and re-listening to some of the ones I'd done before. And there was an older novel that I'd re-listened to, but I'd never reviewed on here. And that was another science fiction one by Andy Weir, which is called Artemis. And this was his second full-length novel, but it was also his least well-received one. Oh. And this is basically a science fiction western, because it's set on the first city on the moon, which is called Artemis. And the main character is a Saudi Arabian girl called Jasmine Bashir. And she was taken from Saudi Arabia with her father, moved to Artemis and set up there. And she works as a porter, which is basically the kind of people that basically deliver supplies to and from the sort of ports to Earth and everything. She's also a smuggler. So she brings in all the sort of contraband and everything. And this is where you get the kind of Western theme of these bootleggers that brought all this stuff in. So it's kind of a modern version of like sort of these kind of people bringing in all the stuff there. And it eventually dissolves into a heist where there's this kind of big corporation that wants to actually take over production of the moon, because they've realized that the moon regolith, or the moon rock as they call it, is really good for making aluminium. And when you make aluminium, there's two byproducts, silicon and oxygen. And oxygen is really useful on the moon where there isn't any. So this giant company, which has control of the regolith smelter, goes, hey guys, how about you give us free power and we'll give you all the oxygen you could ever need? At which point they go, cool, let's do that. And Jazz, as she's going around and sort of doing her smuggling business and going this, uncovers this kind of nasty plot for a massive, big kind of, even bigger corporation to take over the aluminium industry and basically hold the moon to ransom. And it's, oh, that's kind of bad. So she ends up sort of partnering with a few of her close friends and not so close friends to try and find a way to actually sort of shut this whole thing down. And Andy Weir writes it in a kind of a very different way to his other books. For example, The Martian and Project Hail Mary were written sort of back and forth. So they did bits in the past and then bits in the future, whereas this one is a linear novel. It just takes place from the beginning to the end. And it's probably the weakest of all of his novels, probably because it is literally a Western, but it's in a science fiction sort of setting. So there's no real sort of new kind of idea in there. But if you just want something that's a really good heist kind of storyline, you don't mind it being set in sort of like a futuristic city, then it's really good. That's why I really like it. It's literally just a really cool sort of, almost like a bank robbery type thing, but just with a science fiction background. And I listened to the audiobook, which was narrated by an African-American actress called Rosario Dawson. And I've listened to it about 3 times now, and I still actually enjoy it. It's a really good sort of easy one to listen to if you've got about maybe 8 hours in your day and you just think, what can I use it up with? So this is, I'd give this probably about 4.5 stars out of 5. Be prepared if you listen to it as not the best of Andy Weir's novels, but it's definitely, I definitely think it's a really good listen to. Oh, actually, I'll probably start listening to it again after this show.
So it gets the hedgy seal of approval then? Nope. When he's finished choking to death.
Yes, it does. Yeah. Oh,
lovely. Right.
Woo!
And with that done, it is now time for our next game.
We've now reached the audience participation portion of the show. It's game time.
And as promised, we have some guespionage.
Yay! Woo!
Right, I'm going to join this one because I missed out last
Attention
time.
field agents. The following nicknames have already been taken. Falcon, Viper,
Oh, everyone's in.
Little Pumpkin,
Yay!
Mog, Sleepy Pete, Goober, Terry
Okay,
Gross,
then I need to
Cargo
support 8.
Shorts,
Never mind.
Chumbawamba,
It's still a good game.
Spider,
And there is audience
Spider with
participation
a
as well.
Y, Poppy, Demogorgon, the Dark Overlord.
Right,
and
well, since everyone's in, I might as well start the game.
Thank you for listening.
2 in the audience. Hey.
3, 2, 1.
And we have had the audience beat the players before.
Have we?
Yeah.
Thanks to our extensive
God.
network of surveillance cameras, we can see everything going on in the world. Did you know that Brad Pitt eats a full loaf of bread every morning? The government uses this information for whatever, but we use it to play espionage. Looks like you have an audience. Let's start surveillance on them right now. If we gather enough data from your audience, the questions are all about them. Otherwise, we'll use the global database. Off we go. Who's up first?
So, Jerry, you're first.
Finally, a topic of international
Oh,
importance.
God.
Don't forget, this game is quite old now.
Yeah.
What percentage
You
of
gotta
people
keep
can
up.
name the 6 adult Kardashian Jenner children? Try to guess the correct percentage as close as you can. The closer your guess is to the correct percentage, the more points you earn. And if you're in the audience,
Like,
don't forget to answer the
Can
question.
you keep up with the Kardashians?
Got it, 15%. Okay, everyone else, time to guess if the actual percentage is higher or lower. You can also double down and guess much higher or much lower if you think the guess is off by 15% or more.
Ooh, Peter Ducker's gone double. Charleston
People
Hedge
are
went
saying
lower.
higher. And the correct answer is 13%.
Oh, really?
2%
I
off.
thought
That'll
so.
get you some serious points.
The jury's like, wow.
Who said lower? Well done. You get points.
Hacks.
Who's next?
High five. Cosmic.
Cosmic.
Let's see. What would be good? How about this?
Trampolines.
What percentage of people have sustained trampoline-related injuries? Minor or major?
Oh, wow. Minor or major injuries on trampolines.
13%. Okay. Higher or lower?
That's a really hard one to go.
I believe it.
How severe the injuries are.
I'm going to risk it.
Just one person says lower. And
risk it for a biscuit.
Surveil says
Oh, bloody hell.
31%.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah,
Not much
okay.
higher.
That'll get you some points. Who got it right? Well done. You get points.
I have no points.
No point.
No point.
Okay, who's up next?
I'm the UK, the typical Eurovision.
Yeah.
Don't shank
Or
this
Germany.
one.
Ooh, golf.
So no, Destiny gets a golf question.
What percentage of people have never struck golf balls with golf clubs other than putters?
So, how many of the people surveyed on the internet are doctors?
Yeah.
Cosmic says, I mean, foxes, badgers, hedgehogs, but people?
You're almost out of time.
Quick, pick it up.
70%. What do y'all think? Higher or lower?
High five. Charleston's going higher. Everyone else is going lower.
Running out.
The jury says
People
higher.
are saying lower. Okay, right answer is 32%.
Wow.
Damn!
Very low.
Your guess wasn't within 30% of the correct answer. So
Yeah.
you
Because I
don't
think
get
a lot
any
of people
points.
would probably go to the driving
Let's see
range
who got it
at least
right.
once.
Nice job.
I've
I've
never
got
been
some
to a
points
driving
for you.
range. I've
Really?
never done mini golf.
Wow.
I was going to say, I mean,
Next
crazy
up.
golf. Only ever hit it with a putter.
Putter, yeah.
I'll bet our database has some juicy data for this.
Exhibitionism.
Yeah.
In home immunity comfort level.
What percentage of people are comfortable being naked in rooms outside of their bedrooms or bathrooms when they're home alone?
I know at least one person who will absolutely be in that category.
So I reckon it's going to be a high percentage.
83%. Everyone else, higher or lower?
Hedgesaurus is obviously an expert on this.
High five.
We leave it.
One of you thinks it's higher. And the correct answer is 77%. Believe it or not, this is a matter of national
Close.
security. Just
Pretty
take my word
close.
for it.
Well, some good points from Peter Duck
You
there.
got it right. Nice job. I've got some points for you. Who's next?
I hear you.
Jennifer Bat.
And now for a question about people with no shame.
TV lawyers.
What percentage of people have reached out to attorneys they heard about from TV ads?
Well, I'd like to answer 0, but sadly.
What do y'all think? Higher or lower?
High five. So I'm kind of torn because I know it's mostly Americans who
We leave it.
did this.
Oh, blow it.
Most of you are saying higher. Okay, let's see the right answer.
Oh, wow.
Whoa!
This sounds about right. You should
Oh
get all
my
attorneys with
God.
hands above toilets and bars.
America, I'm proud of you.
Let's see who got it right.
Damn.
Smart, yes. Here's your points. Okay, who's up next? All right, buckle in. I've got one for you.
Airplane bathrooms. I've only ever been on a plane twice.
Yeah.
Once out to Sweden and once back again.
What percentage of people have pooped on planes?
I'm enjoying this being on a touchscreen.
the plane. Hopefully they just start on the top of the plane and have
40%. All right, what do you think?
They're actually in the plane at the time.
High five. It depends if they've been on long haul flights or not.
We leave it.
Because if they're going for a quick jaunt,
Most of you are saying higher.
they're not going to need to poop.
Okay, let's see the right answer.
Ah, damn it.
Yay!
That's what we call in the ballpark.
At some points at
You
least.
got it right. Here's some points. Who's next? You know, I kind of still believe that aliens helped build the food pyramid. What percentage of people pretty much always look at nutrition labels when food shopping?
What was it done again?
36%. Everyone else, higher or lower?
We leave it.
So yeah, how do they always look at the food labels? High five.
Pretty much.
Just one of you is saying higher. Now let's get to the right answer. 21%. When shopping at
you ever
McDonald's,
double
it's
down?
0.21%. Let's see who got
Does
it right.
that count?
Ooh, points for you.
Oh, yes, it does.
Or does it?
And what have we here?
Yeah.
Good job.
Yeah, it does.
Double points for saying much lower.
It's 15 or
Next
rough,
up,
yeah.
or more or less, depending on me.
is that a banana in your pants or
You chatting. Oh,
you're
it knows
not
you so well,
wearing
Hayden.
pants.
Damn it.
What percentage of people have
God.
conducted video chats while partially or entirely nude?
Again, when was this done?
And is the video chat done over OnlyFans?
– 60%.
Yeah.
Okay, higher or lower?
I'm going to have to take the gamble. I need the points.
We leave it. I hear you.
Only one of you thinks it's higher. And Surveil says
Ah, balls.
47%. Sometimes being a spy is not fun.
I suck.
2% off.
Yeah.
Who got it right? Here's some points. As for you, I'm sorry. That answer was closer than 15%. Shouldn't have doubled down.
Nil point. This is why you don't gamble, kids.
It's time for the
Final
final
round.
round. Through totally legal means, we found the most popular answers to this question. If there could be one more U.S. president added to Mount Rushmore, whose head do most people think it should be? Let's see what we have.
Oh, wow.
But only the top 3.
Okay, this
answers
is
will
pretty
get you
new
points.
because Trump's
Good
on.
luck.
Yeah.
They obviously
If you're in the audience,
updated.
how you answer the question will
That's quite
affect
cool.
who gets points. Don't forget, you can pick 3 answers.
Yep. Don't forget to use all 3 of your answers.
Yep.
If you leave any on the table, that's points you're leaving behind.
Let's see what answers you chose.
Oh. Lincoln's quite popular. Kennedy's are fairly popular. Barack Obama's very popular.
And what are the most popular answers?
As he was when he was president.
Ah, damn. Okay, I've got 2. Okay, so I've got the 2 most popular at least.
Reagan was already, Lincoln was already on Mount Rushmore.
No, he's not. No.
Who is it, boy? Who is it? It's...
Believe it.
High five!
Yay, mid-pack.
Oh.
And Peter Duck wins the game.
500 points.
Hey, you're a winner! Tell you what, no federal income tax for the next 3 years.
Wow.
Hedgie denied.
Mount Rushmore is it's George Washington.
Thomas Jefferson, Theodore
Thomas
Roosevelt, and
Jefferson.
Abraham Lincoln.
No, Lincoln's not on there.
I'm looking at the Mount Rushmore website right now. It says Lincoln is on there.
You sure?
I am very sure.
Unless, of course, they just got it wrong, you know, I mean.
Round 1. Fight.
I put it onto the TigerTails Radio chat. And also, I remember the American Dad joke where there's an episode where they're going to bomb it to turn it into a bunch of liberals, and they ask, why is Lincoln still in there? And he's like, well, he freed the slaves, so that's okay.
That's probably why there was a red herring. God damn it.
People still voted for it because it got percentage.
Yeah.
Anyway.
The people who don't know what Mount Rushmore looks like, aside from the fact it's just got giant heads.
Big old stony heads. Right, let's bring it back to the main camera, he said as soon as the mouse cursor works. Oh, and it's Charleston on the main camera now.
Hey.
Hello.
I got nothing to say.
You don't have to say anything.
Squeak, 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 squeak.
No, that's this guy's job.
Ah, yes. Well, I
There's gonna
spent
be a lot of
enough
fun with
this
this.
evening cleaning up rat poop, so...
Ew.
This is going to be my new stress ball. I can see this becoming my stress ball.
Yeah.
I'm really stressed, like, just squeeze my cheese.
Squeezy
Just squeeze my
cheese. Squeezy cheese.
That could also be a very much a euphemism, I suppose, couldn't it?
Cosmic was saying I swore Lincoln was on there, but there he was on the list. And the Jew was like, kind of confusing final round, but still a fun game.
Yes.
And Cornhuskers like, I guess the game design, the game question designers need to be educated. Or they were just throwing random names onto the list to trick people into voting
They
for
were
it.
trolling people.
Yeah.
Yep.
But still, as the Jewy says, good fun game. I enjoy a bit of espionage.
Yes.
And we haven't overrun. Look at that, despite starting the Jackbox segment a little late because, well, we had hair to talk about.
Yeah.
We have successfully managed to end the show on time.
Nice.
Go us, go us, go us. Of course, I put George Washington on Mount Rushmore. Oh, yeah, he's already there too. Washington, Jefferson, airplane, Theodore Roosevelt, and Abraham Lincoln.
Yeah, I think there's like a pattern to them. Like, one founded America, one ended the Civil War, one was financially involved in a lot of stuff, and Roosevelt was... Hang on, Jefferson would...
And one of them
I don't know my American presidents. I'm a Brit, okay? Give me some slack.
Jefferson was the. I think Jefferson wrote the Declaration of Independence. I think he wrote it.
The jury says no slack for you. Slack denied. You can have any other business-based messenger program, but not Slack.
One time I was taking part in a quiz sort of thing. Actually, no, not a quiz, a survey for a version of Family Feud, as you may know in America, or Family Fortunes, as you may know in Britain.
Family Fortunes, yeah.
Family Fortunes.
Yeah. And the question was to name one of the Great Lakes, and I was not familiar with the Great Lakes in America, so I just said Loch Ness.
Which is A, not a lake.
Great Lakes, they are Lake Superior, Lake Erie, Lake Huron,
Chelsea's camera's
Lake
frozen.
Ontario, Lake...
In Superior.
Oh, what's the last one? The last one. Victoria. Victoria. Yes. Got him.
Cornhusky is saying Superior, Erie, Michigan, Ontario, and Huron?
Oh, Michigan. I got that wrong. I thought it was Victoria. So, yeah, Michigan.
Well, you see, I was just thinking, like, famous lake. I'm like, people know Loch Ness. There's a monster there.
Oh, everyone's saying Holmes, as in Huron, Ontario, Michigan, Erie, Superior.
Ah, yes. Yeah. The mnemonic that people use, yeah. Ah, yeah, I thought it was Victoria. No, it is Michigan. Damn it. So close.
So where did Victoria come into it?
I don't know. It just popped into my head. So
I think you might be thinking of, like, I don't know.
Yeah,
You're getting confused between countries.
Either that or he's got a secret he needs to tell us.
No, Lake Erie is the lake that feeds Niagara Falls.
It feeds ghosts everywhere.
It feeds Niagara Falls. So all the water that goes over Niagara Falls comes from Lake Erie. Lake Ontario borders Canada, as does Lake Erie. Michigan borders, obviously, Michigan. And Superior is the absolute biggest one. Huron is Erie's the smallest one. Ironically, that's the one that feeds Niagara Falls. So,
Then Jerry says, I've been to Niagara Falls a few times. Like, apparently Cornhusky lived near Lake Erie growing up.
Ooh. Yep, I've been to Victoria's in Africa. Whoops, my bad.
There we go.
Yes, I've been to Niagara Falls twice. Yeah, fun place. Sorry?
Only a slightly different continent.
Yeah, only slightly.
It started with A, I suppose.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All of them do besides Europe.
Yeah. And Oceania.
You mean Eurasia?
No, Oceania. So what includes Antarctica?
There's going to be a fight breaking out over this, isn't there?
I thought Oceania was Australia and the rest of them.
No, you've got Europe.
Here's the fight.
Asia. North America. South America. Hang on. Europe.
Round 2. Fight.
Asia. North America.
Asia, Africa, North America, South America, Antarctica, Europe, and Australia.
Yeah, there you go.
Yeah, but Australia isn't just Australia. Australia includes New Zealand and all the.
Well, there's an argument. There's an argument as to whether it's Australasia or Oceania, because some people say Australasia combines Australia and New Zealand, and then Antarctica is its own continent. And some people say Oceania is the Antarctica, the Arctic, and Australia as well. So
but there's also some debate as to whether actually there is also Eurasia, which is the continent of Europe and Asia together as one continent.
That most people do. Well, there's the Eurasian plate.
See, I always thought Eurasia was a band from the 80s, but you know, that's just me.
Sometimes, but
no,
the Eurasian plate is the tectonic plate that goes underneath Europe and Asia. But some people go, well, if it's on the plate, then it should be the entire continent. It's like, no. But yeah.
By that logic, bow buns were a continent because they were on my plate. No, not my belly. That was lunch. It was a very tasty lunch.
Yay.
But that argument does bring us to gone past the end of the show.
Wow. This has been a very middle-class argument.
Yeah.
It's like, no, the continents are this. I should know. I've travelled to 3 of them. So, yeah.
I know the Earth. I've lived on it for this long.
Indeed, yes. No, excuse me. I went to a very good middle-class school and we were always taught about it. It's like, I know I was middle class. We drank wine with our meals and we always ate salad out of a wooden bowl.
Oh, that was a boarding school.
But
that does wrap it up, I think. That brings us to the end of the show.
All right.
So, Hedgie, since you're the one on, how can people find us on the internet?
They can find us on the YouTubes at TigerTails Radio. They can also find us, I think we're still on Twitter. Are we still on Twitter?
Technically, Twitter doesn't exist anymore.
Oh, yeah.
You also forgot the .co.uk at the website, but that's fine.
My apologies. Yes. I'm ill. Leave me alone.
Yep. TigerTailsRadio.co.uk. Yes, we are on Twitter, or X, or whatever you want to call it now.
Yeah.
That festering dumb heap of a site. At Tiger Tails Radio. Same with Facebook. It's at Tiger Tails Radio. Again, that's Xavier's domain. I do not touch Facebook anymore because that site is garbage. We're also on Blue Sky at tigertailsradio.bluesky.com or bluesky.app, whatever it is. Whatever the link is. Just search Tiger Tails Radio on Blue Sky. You'll find us, along with most other places. The only place we don't yet have a home is Mastodon. And quite frankly, I cannot be asked with doing a Mastodon. Too many social networks as it is.
Every time somebody says Mastodon, my brain puts the Power Rangers in my head.
As you do.
Mastodon, Pterodactyl, Tyrannosaurus.
And all the other fun pasta shapes that you can buy for $9.99 in our big bag of pasta shapes of random words.
Oh, that would be hilarious if the Power Rangers were just pasta.
Power pasta.
Power pasta.
Go, Pasta Rangers.
Oh.
That's a brand name. That is an unimproving look.
Pasta Rangers.
Charleston does not want Power Rangers pasta.
Power Rangers pasta.
I've never been into Power Rangers, so no.
God. I mean, the spiel for Power Rangers was like, hey, this Japanese series where they fight, how about we put like an American skin on it and then get like 20-year-olds to play high school kids?
Hey, it worked.
It worked for freaking years, yeah.
Well, that's why Saban was a genius.
Oh.
I mean, that chap was responsible for most of our childhoods growing up.
No, that's you're thinking of Shuki Levy.
No, Shuki Levy just provided the music.
Yes.
But Mr. Saban was the guy who owned the company that hired Shuki Levy.
Yeah. I don't think... No, Haim Saban didn't make any Western animation, did he?
No, he didn't make any of them. He bought them and imported them.
What? No, he didn't import Western ones. The Western ones are already made.
Such a middle class argument.
Oh, hush you.
It is. No, every Saturday morning.
I shall go and trample your flowers.
Every Saturday morning from 6 a.m. to 9:25 on Channel 4, and then we switched over to ITV for the 9:15 to Manchester.
You mean back when you only had 4 channels?
Yeah, before Channel 5. Before Channel 5 was a thing, yes.
Oh, God,
I can remember the Spice Girls launching Channel 5.
So can I. I remember when it was still a test channel.
Yep, so do I. We were the only house in our road who could get it because we had an aerial pointed to the other receiver. It was like...
The launch of Channel 5 is hilarious because about a week before the launch, there was just the test card screen with 5 colours and the 5 logo.
Yep.
And it just said, this is the test screen for Channel 5. If you may find that the broadcast is not very clear. If not, you can ask your local repairman to help you get it.
Yeah.
If not, you may just not be able to receive it. Which is the great launch for going like, you might not get it.
And also, it is the most redundant message because the people who aren't able to receive it aren't going to see that message.
Indeed, yeah. I could get it. It just looked really fuzzy. It was like, if I sat back really far and narrowed my eyes, I'd be like, yeah, I can kind of see it.
Whereas weird crystal where we were on the coast, you could point the antenna straight at Row Ridge on the Isle of Wight, and you got Channel 5, no problem at all.
Row Ridge to Channel 5. And
it's
where was the other one? It wasn't Nursling, was it? Because you had Row Ridge on the Isle of Wight. Where was the other receiver? Transmitter.
There's one at Forley, one at Row Ridge. So the big main one for this region is Row Ridge on the middle of the Isle of Wight.
Yeah.
And then there is also repeaters at Forley. And there's also now a Millbrook repeater as well.
Was there?
Yeah.
It's a shame they turned off analog telly. We could have got it. Oh, well.
Oh, well, no, it serves digital as well.
But that's really should bring us to the end of the show. So, yes, go
Yes,
and
it
find us
should
on
do.
socials.
It should do.
Yeah, there's links and places. Go and enjoy. So, yes, we will be back next week. Maybe with a Xavier, maybe not with a Xavier. So, watch this space. Maybe with an echo, maybe without an echo. Maybe with a hedgie, maybe without a hedgie. Who knows? It's all fun and games. But until then, it is time for us all to say goodnight and then bugger off and let you enjoy your evenings. So, it is a good night from the Hedgington.
Good night, everybody.
It's a good night from the Charleston.
Good night.
It's a good night from the Echo.
Good night, everybody.
And it's a good night from myself, TK. Thank you very much for watching this episode of TigerTails Radio and joining us with these shenanigans. I am going to stop. Actually, no, just before we do, because I know people like it. It's a good night from the Void as well. Oh, hello, what have I done? I've broken it early. Go, Void, go into the Void. There we go. Yes, everyone likes it. Everyone likes the good night screen of infinity, says Corn Husky. Everyone loves the Void. But yes, it is time for us to go. And so, when the Void disappears... Come on, Void, go away. Thank you. There we go. We can now do the thing, as we say, and do the awkward wave of night-night, everybody. Night. Now the question is, how long can we keep them doing the awkward wave for? About this long.